Aries, it is so good to have you here. So, current space is here, and some of you spoke up. You had to move on from something, and some of you all know it was like way beyond the expiration date. I'm actually hearing a song. Have you heard that one? I came back as a bag of groceries, accidentally taken off the shelf before the expiration date. It's on an album called Flood by They Might Be Giants. I'm hearing for some of you all it is apt. I'm just gonna keep shuffling here. We're gonna get 7 cards for you. In them, you know, with the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And then we're gonna get a couple of Romance Angels as well. In case you're wondering what these are too, these are the bougie stones. You had a land because of how we've been particle infused, so answers coming to those of you that know about magnets and what real attraction is, and a roundup. There is, I'm hearing it's just, you might have even held back, and I'm hearing it's so amazing because some of you are, your white Aries really knows how to pack when you figured out what common is and the scent. Yeah, so Aries, if your mind, some of you all are just fire that is well delegated, and thank you for how you were diplomatic even about how you said those things. Discernment is everything. Somebody really needed to know what I'm hearing. You held back, and you might be glad you did because there's a certain... I'm not gonna throw a word on that. We'll just know there's a cachet to it. When you wait it out a little bit more because it's gonna keep on catching up with them. Just know that. And sometimes the plank is the no ledge, you know? Let's see what we got here, Aries, because somebody gets it really right with you. I'm feeling it, baby, I'm feeling it. Let's see how that goes. Alright, what's in the Romance Angels for my Aries? What saith thou, Aries? One for you, one for them. Alright. How about side by side where I can see you too? It's good to see you, darling. How are you? Excuse my crazy hair, I'm growing it out for Samson reasons. Let's see what we have here. We've got thoughts, feelings, how people might be acting. Where this energy is medicine in the middle. What's on the other window? you, them, maybe stories could flip-flop. Those are your designations and whether or not these are yours. And you might want to check your sun, your moon, and your rising to see if there's any other messages for you, especially if these are yours. They won't be for everybody. So, here's what we know. Probably felt good to just let it fall where it did, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, that's how much I care about my ego. It's like, psych yourself out like that. It's what the third chakra knows about water, that didn't get split that way for any other reason than to prove what yellow never was. You know? Might be pissed for a reason. Especially if you had to speak up and about how you might have seen something that wasn't quite there in that shadow. And what that might have meant to somebody. Because there's a gentle way to bridge distances, and then there are things that sometimes you just don't touch, you know? So, that's an 8. This person is, I'm hearing, if they're not actually suffering from emotional withdrawal, as this card indicates, they were making emotional withdrawals on somebody's expense, you know? Maybe with this, not your belly, not yellow, actually isn't. Third chakra is a healthy point of self-awareness when we realize that the ego serves a place in balancing us. Without a healthy sense of ego, it's like not caring if you drive off a cliff, you know, and why somebody would negate a boundary, right? We gotta think about that. There are certain boundaries that maybe we didn't know. I'm hearing for some of y'all, especially depending on what else is in your energetic constitution, as fire, Aries, it's amazing that you could hold certain things together the way you did. And I'm hearing you're not letting a grass fire explode, because it might have felt really good just to get some things off your chest, and also to know where to stop, because somebody might have needed to hear something a certain way and have time to like de-invest emotionally, you know, instead of just being attacked. So there's a difference between who made the withdrawal, what it might look like. So let's see what's happening here also in the emotional sector, because these are how people are thinking about things. So it's pretty emotional here. This is water. And this is a certain knowing about what feels good and what doesn't. Okay. So, lots of chakras showing up here, my darling. Base motivations and the emotions. Why somebody might be willing to take a cheap shot on somebody who is healing and being pulled very quickly in a certain direction. Why these 2 8s are almost the end for somebody. It's like, what would you be willing to do to take advantage of another person who maybe was spinning out of control without you? What some of you all had to say for somebody. Because I'm hearing for some of you all this is about your children. And this is about something that can never be taken away. Or maybe what your idea is about getting to the next base. Because I'm hearing that's what this base chakra is for somebody else. And kind of being able to see it and being withdrawn from it and being kind of like, ooh, in your face, fool. Because for some of y'all, this is a weird mirror where you get to see what this accelerated motion is. Because sometimes this is falling in love. For some of you all, while you've been coming out of the swinging gate, it's like learning where the healing is with somebody who can actually talk to you on your level and meet you on that level, and where emotionally you can even meet some of these base chakra needs without somebody inflicting a cheap shot on you in any way. Who's in front of you? Aries. Your discernment is key, my darling. What would the fairest of them all know about you? Let's see how people are acting here. Well, interesting. I'm hearing it's a balancing of the scores at the homestead. And for some of you all, you're going to know how that feels and whether or not it painted you double red. Because we have the 6, material and spiritual prosperity here on this side. This is like give and take, showing us what it is to turn your back on it a certain way, just to prove where the balance is. Especially if it's base-motivated emotions, you know? Things we need balanced emotionally. How that gets planted for feel-good reasons that we can actually see. And maybe this is the other side of that view. Who is that person there holding the book? And what does it mean to you? What did the dog say? I'm hearing that's an image that will never be taken away. So this could be a Taurian person, and I'm hearing for some of you all that's where that spin landed for the right reason. There might be somebody with some Taurus energy that has something to do with this dealing here. Because for some of you all, this is where somebody got called in to view what's actually been going on in this house situation. Because for somebody here, it's like there's a certain kind of protocol here for dealing with situations that are sensitive to either deal with people that are needy for one reason or another, or kind of like evaluating somebody's work performance, like that. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all, that's what this review is here. It's like who could see and why it's like backs turned. Like here she's at her side, backs turned, viewing who's at the house here, backs turned. It's like whose house is this here? So I'm hearing for some of y'all, this is about somehow it's like the sunset on a mortgage and what it actually means to be in this person's house. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's figuring out who actually put you in a situation by how they released a document that you might not have been aware of. I'm hearing that might be what this 5 is here with this wisdom. This is like Hierophant style energy, and I'm hearing go gentle on that one, because for some of you all, that person is an absolute saint for what they did. And for others, it's like there's a special stain on the word with an ain't on it for a reason. And so let's see what's going on here in the center. We've got a mental conflict. Very nice. So here's where we know the difference between who actually rooted themselves there and who tried to plant that burden. And where sometimes it's like being single-minded means you have to focus on these two things at once to see which one is unwinding. And I'm hearing you might be dealing with a Pisces. I'm getting an itch here in the back of my head. It's like somebody, you're going to know, but I'm hearing there's like people talking about it. My nose is itching. My head is itching. It's like weird scattered energy for some people that's coming to an end. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like if this was your relationship, you're having to completely redefine what this is. Because I'm hearing it's like a marriage that will never end, because of how this thing got enmeshed and like what it was to like cut it off and then learn how to be friends, or something that I'm hearing some of you all want nothing to do with. And it's like having somebody embedded is what I'm hearing. And like where some of you all completely had cut that off already, and where it's like it's a different lens on it because something happened here. I'm hearing it's either like you know somebody that you had to speak up for, it's one of your children, maybe it's like one of your friends. I'm hearing it might not have even seemed like it was romantic for some of you here at all. But I'm hearing that if this is like the person that's like you've been improving your own self-awareness with, it's where your mental conflict, it shows you how to prune something, is what I'm hearing. And it might be something that you all decide to do together. Not sure how else to say that, but I'm hearing for some of you all it's perfect because it's like meeting your match energetically and somebody that you can have an equal give and take with, a good balance, and knowing how to distinguish one from the other. And this for some of you all might even be you being like, I want to hunker down with you and just like, let's get married and be boring and like just cut the shit off. Is what I'm hearing for some of you all. Because for some of you all, that's what this is doing those two things at once. Is if you're a really good Aries, you know how to do that, you know what I mean? So let's see what's going on here. Energetically, with these love cards. Woo! Well, for some of you, this is exactly what you needed to know. It's like, here's how true love shows up for you when you know. Because this is the romance of a lifetime. I'm hearing if you have a child, it's like some of you all might find it too good to be true because this like let go of control issues might be what you had to leave behind. And I'm hearing it's like, see how that kid's looking at this dude? Allow the situation to unfold naturally. She's kind of like, not that one, Mom. You know? He like jumped over here too. It's like somehow this wisdom jumps over this one. It's like protecting this. It's like, okay, not that one. And then look at this one here. It's like this little angel like smushing this guy over there. And I'm hearing it's like, I pick you. You're the one that's gonna know what to do. Some of you all, it's like you found something here. It's at least a way to set a standard. You know what I mean? There's like some kind of standard that was set here, I'm hearing, especially for some of you. If you're like really freaking nifty and you figured out what to do to like cut that one off and fix this one at the same time, and it's like nice and neat, done. So, way to go, Aries. I love it. You're gonna know if it's yours or not. Let me know though. Love your comments. And if you need your own reading, feel free to hit me up. My information is below. You're also welcome to reach out to me at Very Fine Martians. It's a chat room, and it's linked beneath. If I don't hear from you, just know it's okay. And I love you anyway! Catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.